The federal government is rolling out a new tool to help combat COVID-19, a voluntary notification app. It's currently only available in Ontario, but federal officials hope that's just a starting point. The CBC's Ashley Burke is on the story in Ottawa.
Andrew, this is an exposure app. So if you are within 2 meters of someone for 15 minutes and they later test positive for COVID-19, as long as they have the app too, you will get a notification saying that you've been exposed and to contact medical experts to move on to get advice from them to figure out what the next steps are. The government's been very clear today. This is not a contact tracing app, so it doesn't collect personal information about you, your address, any sort of identifiers about who you are. Instead, it uses Bluetooth that's running on your phone to send unique PIN numbers between another phone. So they're saying that there shouldn't be any sort of identifiable information collected. The Prime Minister announced this morning and talked about the fact that really the success of this app will be how many people download it.
I've downloaded the app this morning, and I encourage you to do the same. The more people use it, the better it can trace and therefore slow the spread of the virus. In fact, health experts say that if enough people sign up, this app can help prevent future outbreaks of COVID-19 in Canada.
So, Ashley, how many people, though, do they need to sign up for this to actually work?
That's really the big question right now. This is a voluntary app. So far, it's only offered working functionally here in Ontario. And the big question is, how many people do we need to download this app? In other countries, they have given a specific percentage, but today when I asked the Chief Medical Officer of Health here in Canada, she wouldn't give a specific percentage and just talked about how this is just an additional tool. The more people, the better, but it is a tool that could be helpful. Here's why she said.
We're heading into the long weekend. So if you walked into a, let's just say a nightclub or a certain setting where you don't actually know who is around you necessarily, they're not part of your social bubble. Under those kind of settings, it's actually quite useful to be able to have an app where you can download this specific key if you got a lab positive, and that sort of sends a signal to the people who had been within that 2 meter distance.
Now, one expert that CBC spoke to, who's tracking how these apps are working in other countries, says that they have seen it help, but it hasn't made a massive difference. However, it's also something that people need to realize: this app won't protect you from getting COVID-19. It will just alert you if you've been exposed. If a lot of people are using this app. The government is right now offering this in Ontario, and they're working with Atlantic Canada next to try to get this rolled out soon, and as well hope other provinces will be on board in the coming weeks, but so far doesn't have assurances from them yet.
The CBC's Ashley Burke in Ottawa.